Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. You can see my title below. This is on episode 11 of Rewrite, and once again we get another build-up episode. Not too much of a fan of so much build-up and like throughout every single episode without really giving anything explosive, except I guess Lucia. The chance of Lucia ended up dying in the last one, to which of course we find out in this episode that she in fact did not die. She was really hurt, and Chihaya was able to find her, and Kotaro them ended up finding them, to which they bring her back. Looks like she's Kotori's not able to heal her. Luckily, Kagari is there with her ribbons. I don't know if they have some type of special kind of powers in just the ribbons themselves, but it ends up healing her and taking away a lot of the pain that she has. So that's pretty interesting to figure out like more about like Kagari's kind of power. Her ribbons are just like weapons to slash and whack people, as you see numerous times her whacking Kotaro in this episode and throwing him around. There's like a lot of fan service in this episode, a lot of cute moments I have to admit that I do enjoy between Kotaro and Kagari. Pretty much being that he ends up hugging her, happy that he saved, Lucia, and you see a lot of these moments with Kagari kind of blushing and everything. She blushes at that moment. She blushes when Kotaro sees them at the bath. And it's just a lot of cute development for the potential of, and obviously this is her route. So it's a lot of cute moments to see between them, to see to the final point that you do see at the very end, that pretty much she is slowly going back to her normal self. You see her at the very end, good memories, and her eyes change color, and she even whacks him across, like away from her, and then she comes back to normal, or I guess what normal is now. But that's pretty much the big thing in this episode, is that we're seeing that the next two episodes should finally be the episodes where everything goes down, since obviously you can see in this one, Akane is slowly changing the spirit of, like, way back. We get a whole, like, story, like a backstory of their tribe, I guess, or something, or Gaia's, the beginnings and everything, and that spirit that's gone from their family generation to generation all the way to now. And we even see that there was a point where we saw the grandmother, who is the current one right now, and pretty much she was like slowly like, am I still myself, so this spirit, I guess, takes over them. You see that Akane was not of herself. She was able to fight a little bit towards the end, saying she doesn't want it to, I'm not gonna let you do this to everything. But as you can see, that she has to really, really fight for it. And you also see that the lava guy somehow still alive with the poison that, like, I don't know how that's possible. He should be literally dead because Lucia touched him. But that's another thing with Lucia's poison. It's not really making too much sense. There was numerous times that Kotori touched her, Chihaya touched her. Just being in the water, you think it would contaminate the water around her. Just because she wears gloves doesn't it also means, like, if you touch her as well, right? Now, I get the whole thing with Kagari being able to, have that dang Yuri moment with her licking the Fikoff off of, Lucia, because she is the key. So she's like, magical. She's more special and powerful. So maybe she's not affected. But Kotori and Chihaya touching her literally made no sense in my mind. I'm not too sure if that was a mistake and that shouldn't be how it is, or if like there's some unknown reason that maybe you guys know. Like, that's a huge thing that I was like, wait a minute, no one should be able to touch her. How are they both touching her? And I guess maybe, like, I don't know, being in the same water as well, I feel like it would affect the water and poison the water, which would poison them. I'm not too sure. It kind of confuses me on that point. That's one of the reasons that I was like, one of the things that I really was confused of in this episode. But other than that, this episode was mostly the build up to what's going to be coming in these next two episodes. Obviously, Guardian notices that Gaia is on the move. They lost two squads because of obviously Lava Guy now in control of the Earth Dragon that we saw at the very that we saw way before, that looked like a T-Rex, but I guess it is a dragon, the Earth Dragon. So it should be pretty damn crazy to see these next episodes. We'll have, like, I'm guessing Kotaro and the group versus like Gaia and Guardian fighting each other as well. Giant, dinosaur thing fighting against like badasses. Probably gonna finally get to see like the older Guardian members fight, which should be pretty damn exciting to see. Maybe see more badass from Sakuya, maybe see more like Kotaro is, after all this training, has he improved, and it will show up more of that. And of course it will be the big point of, can Akane be able to fight off being controlled by that spirit, and will Kagari be able to like remember, because she was like good memories, but she's obviously slowly going back to how she's supposed to be. And even at the very end, the singing thing was affecting her as well, Song of Destruction or something like that. So she might be giving her judgment soon. That was a whole nother thing that happened in this episode that they talked about, was the whole judgment of how, pretty much talking about how each side wants to save the world, but they have different views and different ways they want to do it. And of course, a little bit insight on at the very end, showing, Kotaro asking Kagari, does human really deserve, what do they deserve, kind of thing, and saying that humans are stupid. There's a lot of stupid things that they do. She even talks about the wars and everything that's happened when she's researched, but there's also some good, decent sides as well, as she's learned from Kotaro. So that is pretty much the big thing that we'll see later on. Maybe it like affects her, where she has to fight it because of those memories coming back to her, even though what she normally would have done if Kotaro never met her would probably be destroy all of humanity. That's just how I see it overall. But overall, that's really all I gotta say. It had a lot of cute moments, I'll say. I enjoyed the episode for a lot of the cute moments that they had with Kotaro and Kagari. A lot of development with that. Seeing the bigger picture with Akane being controlled by the spirit, and Gaia making its move, Guardian about to make its move as well, and everything, like including the point where Lucia was poisoning the ground, is affecting the power spot, which obviously is going to affect Kotaro's group's strength as well, because Kotori is not able to make, the monsters, because obviously you saw she tried to make one and it just died, probably because of the power spot. You saw when she was like, maybe it was my imagination, but there was something in the power spot water thing, and it looked like it was black, so it could have been Lucia's poison, which has affected it, which could definitely have a big, problem for them in the future episodes. But overall, 2 episodes left. Not too sure if we will have another season, because it does look like they're trying to just finish it off right here, right now. I'm not too sure about, those other routes. You guys have been talking about Terra and Moon route. I'm not too sure about that, what's going on there. There's still the point with, we've seen in the opening before, with Kotaro being by himself in this, like, kind of destroyed, abandoned city kind of thing. So I'm not too sure if that's relates to anything that may happen in the next episodes, like the world. Obviously Kagari gives her judgment and maybe everything is destroyed or something. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of big things that honestly, as an anime watcher only, I am left waiting to see all these mysteries unravel, because at the moment I'm really actually pretty damn confused on what's going to happen next. Like, it's literally got me like excited to see what's going to happen, but scared as well. I'm still hoping that the way everything goes, there will be a second season or some sorts, because honestly, I feel that if they don't, these next 2 episodes will be rushed. Now, a lot of the the anime has been rushed according to you guys, period. Anyway, though it's given off the main points that's been needed, and I've still enjoyed it. But from what everything is going on, I would feel that it would be better if there was a second season. We'll just have to wait to see how that, if and how that will happen from these next 2 episodes, how they will end, how they will conclude everything. But at the moment, it looks like it will probably be ending with these 2 episodes. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And as always, visual novel readers, feel free to comment your thoughts, how you felt about this episode, how you feel about how it's gone so far, how the route's gonna go in so far, how it's gonna end, how any predictions like that without spoiling anything. And yeah, anime watchers only, feel free to comment your thoughts as well on anything that you saw that you enjoyed as well. It's always interesting to see the thoughts of everyone, as I always just like to see what other people are thinking. But overall, that's all I really gotta say. I'm definitely excited. Should be a lot of crazy action in the next episode. A lot of everything that's been built up will just explode in these next 2 episodes, I'm pretty sure. And honestly, I cannot wait to see how everything just unravels, and literally it's probably going to be pretty damn exciting. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review, and until next time, See ya.